What's going on, guys? It's me, Shugshu. We are back with another Musume video. I didn't expect the banner. Well, first things first, before I jump into the video, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There's a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It's called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. Then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Quest channel on Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But also, I'm gonna have to admit, I did say I was gonna do the Wuwa story, which I think I will after recording this. But the reason why I didn't do that or Deadly Assault over the weekend was because on Friday, when I said I was gonna do it, I kind of sprained my ankle pretty bad. It was pretty swollen. So I decided that I probably shouldn't do the story on like that, so I can let my ankle recover. And this is pretty much the first time since then where I've sat on the computer for a bit longer than the weekend, I guess. So maybe I'll get it done today. Maybe I'll post it even today. If not, then it'll most likely get posted tomorrow, along with maybe I'll at least do Deadly Assault today. But if not, both of them should be tomorrow. I'm a little, it's still pretty bad. But the swelling did go down, but it still hurts. Still limping and all that, but regardless. With that being said, like I said, I didn't know there was a new banner, so I didn't record earlier than I normally do when it comes to Monday's video. But it's fine. It's fine. I know the CM is coming up. For the new character, it's just Kiseki. Not Fuji Kiseki, just Kiseki. I'm assuming she's supposed to be good for the upcoming CM, because when they normally release Umas prior to the CM, they usually work for the next CM or are made for the next CM or the upcoming one like a few days later. So we'll see what she's all about. And I think we didn't get any cards. Yeah, we just got this. Some cards I would like to use, but nope. And I think it's still, I guess nothing really. Yeah, there's just no new support cards or anything. The one from the last banner is gone. So with Kiseki at level 1 3-star, 97 speed, 98 stamina, 87 power, 81 guts, and 77 wise. With 118 speed, 119 stamina, 106 power, 111 guts, and 96 wise at level 5 5-star. For the aptitudes, we're looking at turf, mainly medium, long distance, kind of good in mile well, if we're just going off what we see, and not good in short. This is interesting because she's good at being a escape or a betweener. And then there's just the leader being a B. Technically, you can use her any position, I guess. But I guess we'll figure out what she really is going through her skills, maybe? Maybe. As for the growth rate, 10% on speed, guts, and wise. I was trying to see if it was doing the same thing as Monday, but it doesn't seem like it. It's still moving without me having to click, so I guess that it was just a Friday thing that it returned. But going over the skills, starting with the unique skill, imagination, X creation equals infinity, I guess. At the beginning of the middle stage, if the Uma is in the middle of the pack, it will stay slightly ahead for a long time. If a big breakaway is activated, big breakaway. Is that? What's big breakaway? Is that a great escape? Is activated, the effect changes, restoring a small amount of stamina and slightly increasing speed. Medium and long distance. I'll say midi. Big breakaway. What is that? Is it what I think it is? Maybe? I'm actually not sure. Let me see. Let me see if I can confirm that. Actually, I should probably look here. Give me a quick sec, guys. Yeah, what is this? Bruh. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what big breakaway is, I'll be honest. I'm just assuming it's Great Escape. I could be very wrong. But let's go over the innate skills. So, innate skills, we have. Oh, what the heck just happened? Overflowing passion. Sorry, the page was. I had to refresh the page. For betweener, if you're not in the front during the second half of the opening leg, your speed will slightly increase. Danger avoidance for runners become a bit harder to surround in the opening leg. Well, this is interesting. Betweener long for the next one, crucial stage. If you're not in the front at a random point during the first quarter of the final leg, your acceleration will slightly increase. For the awakening skills, we have Luminance. If you're in the first half of the pack at a random point during the first half of the final leg, you will get a slight speed boost. Level 3, Inspiration. When the middle of the race approaches, if you're in the middle of the middle or ladder of the pack, I should say, your speed will increase for betweener. Level 4, Bad Track Condition. Your power stat is increased by 40 in races with non-firm track conditions, and then one generation. If you are in the middle of the pack early in the final stages of the race, your acceleration will improve. For wait. Yeah, this one. For betweener long distance. As for the evolve skills, From inspiration to brush up. And this one is for escape from what it looks like. When approaching the middle of the race, speed increases for a while. If Big Break is activated, the effect changes, restoring a little stamina, increasing speed a little. It's kind of like her unique. It's kind of like her unique. Honestly, looking at her skills, I think she's better as a leader. I mean, not a leader, a escape. Because I think because the betweener long distance one generation turns into a escape skill. So it's kind of interesting how that works. For the conditions, have at least 800 speed for the first one and then 3 speed skills for the other one. And then the next one is urgent reprint from one generation, which was a long distance. Yeah, look at that. From betweener long distance into escape. In races over 2,000 meters, if you are at the front early in the final stages of the race, your acceleration will increase. Furthermore, if you are in second place or lower when the skill is activated, you will move slightly ahead. For the conditions, have at least 600 guts and get at... Sorry, my ankle. Get at least 2 acceleration type skills. That hurt. And that is, excuse me, pretty much it. I think so. And that is pretty much it. So what I will think is she's best as a escape. That's what it seems like. Even though she does have between, like, the 2 betweener skills, or 3. I feel like she's just better as an escape rather than a betweener, just based off the skills. And with that being said, that is pretty much it on Kiseki. No other things to go over, no support cards and nothing. So with that being said, that's going to be pretty much it for the main part of the video. The next part, I'm just going to go over the comments. So if you guys want to stick around and listen to me go over the comments, feel free to do so. If not, I totally get it, especially if you didn't post a comment yourself over the weekend. But if you do want me to go over any comments in the future from you, just put it down in the comment section down below. Sounds appropriate, I'll go over it, and I'll make sure to go over it in the next video. If not that video, I'll probably do it the next video. So I guess I can get started with the comments. Let me just refresh it just to be sure. Okay, that is all. Starting off with from Nova. Is there any more? Let me double check. I thought there was more than that one. Ah, there we go. Starting off with Nova's comment, first one says zoom screen. The only thing I could think of is I probably forgot to fix one of the things or one of the videos, and it will just zoom. That's my bad. That is my bad. Mornier pulls went okay, lost a 50-50, and it took 30 pulls after that. Not a weapon that took just 110 pull. And I got Booling in the same pull as well. I got her to S1 from the Coral Shop, and she should be good to go. I really hope that dude is the first phase of the next patch, but if I were Kuro, I would make the financially smart decision and put the pink woman first. Oh, usually they put the character they know will get them revenue first. It's always that way in any game. In any game, they always put the more anticipated character first. I don't doubt it at all. How does Genshin's story feel without the skip button? The story when I played was not longer than 4 or 5 hours, but modern Genshin stories I heard can go for much longer. Honestly, Genshin is still like around 3 to 4 hours. It's not bad. It's still around the usual. Stario's the ones that's been longer at like 8 hours and like for the most of Amphorius. But without the skip button, I don't really care. With or without the skip button, because I actually read the story, listen to the story. I actually care about it, unlike 95% of players. Yes, I'm gonna say 95%. I'm pretty confident. It's that high. I'm pretty confident. So yeah, unlike those 95%, I actually care about the story. So Genshin not having a skip button doesn't necessarily mean anything to me. Whatever the complaints that most people have when it comes to these games, I normally don't care about because it doesn't bother me as much as they're making a big deal out of it. So and that's pretty much it. I feel like dirt races are plentiful when compared to long or short distances. Then again, will we ever get a long dirt CM? I don't even think there's a long distance dirt track, so no. Is there? Yeah, I don't think so. Fairly confident there isn't. Let's see. Mm, the heck is this? Why isn't it showing me anything? I just want to know the race. Long distance dirt. Yeah, there's none. So to answer your question, nope, it just never existed. As for short distance, there's a good amount. Whether dirt races, there's definitely a good. I mean, short distance, there's definitely a good amount compared to dirt. Excuse me, by the way. At least is what I think. Oh wait, no. Hmm. I guess there would be more dirt because it has more distances, but the amount of G1s probably, if we're just going by distance, most likely less than the turf, maybe. If it comes down to short distance, I think. I think it is what it is. I don't. Doesn't really matter. I guess, but there hasn't been a long distance dirt race at all. Rick says, please don't. Rick Nova says, not even sure if that's a thing IRL. It isn't. I don't think it is if it's not even in the game. Um, Rick says, maybe in other countries. From what I've read in Center will agree, maybe in America. From Obey Your Master backstory, they said that most races in USA are on dirt. Is it? The only race I can think of is like the Kentucky Derby. That is a race, right? I don't know. That was the first thing that popped in my head without hesitation. So I think it is dirt. What do I know about the U.S. U.S. horse races? Apparently nothing besides the Kentucky Derby. And then Nova responded back saying Kentucky might be all dirt or mostly dirt. Oh, there you go. Kentucky Derby. Thanks, Nova, for confirming my response. Next comment. Thank you, Rick, for replying to that comment. Next comment from Nova says Cyrene is easier to say. Come on, Kuro. Yeah, I still don't know how to say her name. The one in Wuwa. It's like Amith or something. I think it's Amith. If it's exactly that, then it's actually not as hard. But Cyrene just flows better. Um Next one says, "Oh, that's the thing. Yeah. That is the thing. That is the thing. It happened." From what you're describing about that gotcha, yeah, it's too generous. I honestly think either they did that intentionally so that player retention would be good, or they have no effing idea what they're doing. A lot of gotcha does fall under the latter category, not gonna lie. Yeah, it was definitely way too generous. Because they had like these weird anniversaries 100 day anniversary, 200 day, three. It was consistent. Um, and then along with that, like there was like missions that was providing tickets, free currency tickets to pull for said characters. Yeah, which is very very generous. Which, yeah, most likely ultimately, probably most likely led to the EOS of that game without any warning. Literally without any warning. Nova says, "Man, I want a gotcha bar." Would that just be a bar with like basically like a board game cafe but for gotchas? Which wouldn't make sense. Unless it's like an internet cafe where there's just computers for people to play gotcha while serving, I guess, alcoholic drinks. That is literally the only thing I can think of. It's basically just an internet cafe with the drinks. I'm glad that Alice's Umbrella team is still viable. That's one of my favorite teams since the rotation is simple and fun. Yeah, I do like Alice's team is still honestly one of my favorites, but Xiaoguang is just too stupid strong. She's stupidly strong. And then lastly from Nova, so I got done building Mornier in less than 15 minutes just because she was very easy to build. Just stack defense and energy regen to 260%. And yeah, she's busted. The toon break damage just tripled or something. I can't even begin to imagine how broken Amith will be when she releases with this team comp. As for the main story, all I can say is I enjoyed it way more than the first part. I definitely felt something at the end there. I guess we can start a Worst Chisa's counter now. This is counter one since she did appear in Lene's arc. She did appear, but like just the beginning. Literally was just there like, oh, it's been a few days. I did this and that and then never seen her again. Chisa's probably just chilling in her dorm that whole time. Ain't gonna lie. Ain't gonna lie. But with that being said, that is pretty much it for all the comments from Nova. Next comments from Rick. I forgot to say, but last week or so I finished reading Slam Dunk. It was amazing. One of the best sports series to ever be created. Definitely. And definitely. It's definitely top 5 sports, maybe. Maybe even top 3. But yeah, if you're looking for an OG basketball series, anime, or whatever, Slam Dunk. Nova says, I think Slam Dunk is an item on the menu for Waffle House. Is it? I guess I got it. Waffle House. Slam Dunk? I think you mean Grand Slam. I think you might mean Grand Slam, which is probably, that sounds like, isn't that also Denny's? Is this their menu? I just want to see the menu. mm, I'm gonna just say it's the Grand Slam. There's also like an All-Star special, but if we're going off basketball jargon or whatever. But no, Grand Slam would be, what I say? Grand Slam, right? Is that baseball? Now baseball, I don't know. Baseball, I don't know. Much terms or whatever. Or I don't. Yeah. Oh well. I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. Rick responded back saying, I think it's also on the menu for other places, but true. I don't think it's a slam dunk. I think it's Grand Slam because I do remember that from Denny's. I don't know about Waffle House because never been to one. I don't even, that's just an East Coast thing, I believe. Or Mid East, whatever. But thank you, Rick, for the comment and Nova for replying. And lastly, a comment from Tanoki. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen a comment from Tanoki. I think I am done with Arima Kinen training, OG Palmer, Commander Spe, and Chronogenesis. Cool. Cool, cool. And with that being said, thank you Tanoki, Nova, and Rick for the comments. Appreciate it as always. And with that being said, that is going to be the end of this video, guys. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and let me know if you guys maybe pulled for Kiseki, what you did over the weekend, if it's worth mentioning, and if there's anything else you want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comment section down below. As long as it's appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description. There's a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I am in. It's called Shoo Shoo. Once you give that a search, hit request to join, it'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Quest channel or Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you once again, as always. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.